So in the last class, we have discussed about this flow. This is the way we create. First, we will create the Java program. Then it will convert. We will compile the program. After compiling the program, we will get the bytecode that is called the dot class file. That dot class file will taken care by the JVM. JVM will convert this bytecode into machine understandable language. Then we will get the output. Okay. So before to run this execute to get the JVM, how we will get the JVM? How we will get the compiler? We said like we will run the program, we will execute the program, but we said compiler is needed here, JVM is needed. But how we should get this compiler and JVM? We need to install, we need to download the JDK. Anyone have idea about the JDK?
Yes.
Yeah. So just type JDK. See, whenever you type JDK, here you can see Java downloads. You can click on Java downloads, scroll down. Here you can see the latest version is JDK 25. JDK 25. Currently in the market, 1 minute. There's one. Sorry guys. So here we have the different type of versions, Java 25, Java 21, and there are more versions. This is the website. See, I told you yesterday in the class, I have told you earlier Sun Microsystem was the everything was taken care by the Sun Microsystem related to the JDK versions, but after it was acquired by the Oracle company. Now everything, whatever the versions, everything will taken care by the Oracle. And here one more point, whenever Oracle has acquired from the Sun Microsystem relay this version, these things, then this Oracle has started giving new versions for every 6 months. But Sun Microsystem earlier they have to release for every 2 years, they are releasing one version. But now Oracle they are releasing for every 6 months, they are releasing one JDK. You can see this is the Java 25 version. Now we have Java 25 version. You can see here Java SC. This is the standard edition in this way. So here we have JDK 21. So in the same way, you will have, if you want, you can download the below versions. But make sure that you are always following it with the latest version. And one more thing, JDK 1.8 is one of the most popular JDK. This is a 1.8. Someone will call it JDK 1.8. Someone will call it JDK 8. This version is very popular because there are a number of new features has been added like streams and lambda expressions, functional interface. There are new different types of things have been added in the JDK 8. So that is the reason JDK 8 has been more popular. Even if we go to the interviews, the people who are working in the Java developer, who is working as a Java developer, first is sure they will get a question from the JDK 8 because JDK is that much popular, and in the JDK 8 streams concept is very popular. Okay, so that is the now even now you can download the latest versions. Here you can see there are under the JDK 25 or JDK 21 you can download anything. Here under this you can see Linux, Mac OS and Windows. In the yesterday's class I have told you Linux, Mac OS are different types of operating systems. Okay, from here now we are using Windows, so you can come to the installer, you can see installer and you can click on this file. Now it will already have the file, so that is the reason. Now let me download once again. I will download this file. See, this file has been downloaded. You can see the file has been downloaded. Now you have to open this file. It will ask, see, this is the one. See, it is asking the software already installed in our computer. Would you like to reinstall it? Okay, let me reinstall for you. No new steps. So only to go next, click on next. See, it will ask, welcome to the installation. Click on next. See where you want to download. If you want to change the location, you can change it. But recommended is to install in the C drive. Okay, see within which folder? C folder, C drive, program files folder. Under program files, we have one file Java folder Java. Under Java, we have JDK21. Click on next. See, Java SC21 bit successfully installed. If you want any documentation related, you can click on the next steps. If not needed, you can close it directly. Okay, now go to that folder. Okay, now go to the C drive. Go to the C drive. Under that, you have to the program files. Under program files, you have to go to the folder Java. Under the Java, you can see JDK21. You see JDK21. One more thing, after JDK11, if you install GT before the JDK11 version, here you will see two folders. One folder is JDK, JRE also you will see one more folder that is JRE. Okay, don't confuse. If you have now after JDK11, they have removed the separate folder like JRE. They have each and everything they have added in only one folder. Now under this we have bin. These are some supported DLL files, .exe files. Here we will have some supporting files, bin files, configuration files. This is one library files. This is the library files. You can see here jar files. We have JV. You can see JVM. We are talking about JVM. You can see library of JVM. If you remove this JVM related, then again JVM will not work. In the same way configure. You have different type of properties files here. This much thing not needed, just I am explaining you. Okay, just what is these folders, bin folders. Here I want to show you one thing. You can see this is the Java C. This is the compiler file. This is the compiler file. You can see Java C, Java dog, Java pre. Okay, these are fine. One more thing I have to show you. I told you, right, compiler. We will compiler using this library file where it is Java C. Yeah, this one. By using this one, we will compile the file. And I shown you the JVM as well. So that is the reason we have to install this version. So how we will know that we have installed Java or JDK in our system? You have to go to the search. Okay, type run, open it, open the CMD, click on CMD. You can see you are able to see this. Here what we have to do is just type Java space hyphen version. Whenever you click on this, you can see we have installed the version 21. You can see the version. Java means whenever you can see these things, then you can confirm that your your Java version JDK has been installed in your system successfully. Can you download from your end these things? How many of members have this setup in their system?
No, I don't have.
Not sure, sir. Like this you have?
No, sir.
Okay, Saikiran, you?
Yeah,
Sir.
Sindhu, I think you have no Sindhu.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So guys, you want to install now or you want to install later? If you are before the system, if you want to install now, it is fine. Otherwise, if you want to install later, also it is fine.
Later, sir.
Okay. Okay. So this is the way. If anyone have faced any challenges while installing this one, please let me ping me, okay, in the WhatsApp. Now, okay, now we have done that. After this, what we have to do? We have to execute our first program. See, before before using Eclipse, first we have to we will learn we will run one program without using the Eclipse IDE, because after that anyway we will use complete IDE itself. But for first few basic programs, we will use the command window, because you should know how we are running it. What is this compilation? What is this JVM related? If I use Eclipse directly, you will not know those things. So that is the reason. What you have to do is you have to learn some basic. Let me write one program. Already have one program. Let me open that. Java D. Let me remove this dot class file. Okay, guys, let me open this one. Okay, don't confuse what is this things. Okay, this is a Java syntax. See, whatever I have written. See, this is one program. This is one program. This program is a Java program. I will tell you, don't worry, I have not told you any syntax related. I will tell you till that. Just take, this is one class, this is the Java class name, and just I'm telling you how to execute a program. Don't bother about these all things. As of now, consider this is a class name and this is the main method, which we will call in Java as a main method. Without this line, without this line, we cannot run, we cannot execute, or we cannot run the Java program. Keep in mind, if you don't have this line, this is called main method. If you write 1,000 or 10,000 lines of code, if you don't write this line, your program or Java program will not execute. That much powerful is this line. And this one, this system.out.println is to print whatever you will write under this brackets, under this quotes. Always whatever you will write here, it will print there. See, I will write my first program, my first program. And one more thing, sorry guys, one more thing. See, here the class name is student, and here it is student.java. Okay, let me write one. I will let me write one here. I will tell you one more thing I need to tell. Here, let me create one file. See, new. I'm going to the test document. I need test document. That is test document here txt. Let it be test document.txt. Let me open this. Let me write this. So, see here. Here, the class name, the student. Here, the class name is student. Here, the file name is new text document. Whatever the class name you have written, the file name also should be same. Means the file name and class name should always should match. That is one important point. So here, let me open this in Notepad++. Clear. Okay, let me type here. So here it is student. but here it is new text document. Let me replace with it new text document. Otherwise, let me remove all this. Let me give my first program. We should not write like that. My first program. My first program. Okay. But what is our file name? Your class name and file name is different or same? This class name and file name is different. What I told, class name and file name should be same. Let me go here and rename my first program .txt. Okay, now that is fine. But one more thing here, you can, what we have told, we have to save the file as first program.java. We have to save the file as first program.java. It is not like .txt file. What we have extension here .txt. Let me remove this extension. See, here you see one magic. Let me write Java. Okay. Sometimes it will not change. Now you are able to see file now .java.
Yes, sir.
Now you are able to see. Let me open the right click and open with Notepad++. If you don't have Notepad++ in your system, please install it from the Chrome or any browser. It will be more helpful for you. See, now it is my first program.java. We have some, let me write my first program here. My first program. Okay. Till now here everyone understood the steps. I have not done anything. Just I have written one Java program. This is class name. This is main method name. This system.out.println is a command to print the this whatever the data we have written. Is to print the output. Now my next step. My next step is I need to compile it. What I told, I need to compile it. For compile, we have one command we have seen, that is Java C. Now what I will do is, we can do in the number of ways. Let me root to run command window. Okay, now I am in command window. Now to execute this program, you have to be in this path. In this path, what you have to do is, you have to click on this white space next to this. Click on this. You can see this exercise one. See here this path. Just copy it and come here. Here type CD and click right click. Sorry, wait. Here, see, wait, sorry. Here what happened? Now you are in the C drive. First, what you have to do? You are in the C drive. What you have to do? You should go into the D drive. The next step, first, you are in the D drive. Your program you have written in the D drive. Now you have to execute the program from the D drive, but you are on the C drive. So what you have to do is, first you have to go to the D drive. See, whenever I have clicked on D drive, let me open from the starting again. Go to the run command window. After you are in C drive, if you want to go to the D drive, type D and give the colon, not semicolon, colon. Click enter. Now you are in the D drive. Now you are in which drive? You are in the D drive. Now what you have to do? Now you have to copy this path and give command CD space right click. CD means this is in Linux command. That is CD means this is change directory. CD means change directory. CD means change directory means folder. Change the folder. Now click on enter. See, now the cursor is blinking here. Now you are in this path. Okay, that's fine. Now see, carefully observe. Now first you have to compile the program. For compiling the program, I have told you we have to use command javac that you have seen in the lib folder. This is the javac. This javac, and you have to give the file name my first program .java. Exact whatever the file name you have to give. Click on enter. See, there are some errors. There are some errors. System.out.println my first progress. See, there are some errors. What is that? What are the errors? Let us see. Let me go here. I think this is the problem. You have to give the semicolon, double columns, double semicolon, double column, inverted columns. Now let me save it. Now, see, now I have saved the program. Now again, I will compile. Again, I will compile. See, now earlier we got the issues. Earlier we got this is why I have given the single inverted commas. Actually, what I had to give, I had to provide double inverted commas. That is the syntax error. Yesterday I told you, whenever you have any syntax issues, any issues, whenever you will compile time only, if you have any syntax issues, then you can see on screen itself. It will not execute. It will stop only here itself. It will stop here itself. If there are any syntax errors, compiler will tell, hey, Java program, you have some issues. You have some syntax issues. Please correct. Then only I will generate the bytecode. Otherwise, I will not generate the bytecode. Then what we have done, I have the syntax issue that is single inverted comma. So I have corrected to the double inverted commas. Then after that, what we have executed. Now what happened earlier, we got the issue errors, but now we didn't have any errors. Now what you have to do, now the next is thing you have to see this one. The main thing, important thing you have to see here. Let me show you that miracle one. Did you see the dot class file? After compiling, did you see the dot class file? Means without any errors, we don't have any error syntax as anything. So dot class file is generated. What we have this in dot class files? In the dot class files we have the bytecode. Can we understand this bytecode? Can we understand this bytecode?
No, sir.
No. So who will understand this bytecode?
System will. JVM.
JVM will understand. What JVM will do?
JVM will convert bytecode into the source code into the bytecodes, and it is used for the execution of the program.
See, JVM will not convert source code into bytecode. JVM only convert the bytecode to machine understandable code. Okay. Now we are clear. Okay. Now till now JVM has not involved. Why? We need to use one month. Till now here we only executed till here. What we have executed? Compile source code we have compiled to the bytecode. That is only one thing we have done. The next one is okay. The next one is JVM. Did we get any output till? We have to get some output, right? Till we didn't get any output. Only we have got the bytecode, the dot class file. Now what we have to do is you have to give a command Java. Earlier we have given javac. Javac means Java compiler. Now we are telling to JVM, hey JVM, I have the bytecode. Please give an output. Now Java, you have to give the file name again, but make sure you are not giving the extension here. See, earlier you have given the Java, see my first program .java with .java extension with file name you are giving. But while telling to JVM, we should not give any extension. Just you have to type my Java, my first program. Java file name without any extension. Click here. Are you able to get the output?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So this is one Java program. Now, did you understand the flow? How the Java program will get execute? This is the file name. Guys, did you clear with this?
Yes, sir.
So here we are using Java C. Let me take this diagram. Guys, you have to understand these basic things. Then we can go step by step. Okay. So here for this diagram, in the place of Java compiler, here we use Java C and file name dot Java. This is the dot class file. Here we use the JVM. JVM. Now you are clear? JVM. Here JVM will introduce. Here I have to write Java file name. Should not give any extension. Guys, did you clear with this now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So this is the way for the execute the first program. Guys, you have to do practice for this first program. Okay. Then just execute it. Install this JDK and execute the first program. Then you can confirm that you are able to execute one program. Okay. That is first program. Now let me give here a snap of this bytecode also.
So we can do directly in the Eclipse, no, sir.
Yes, we can do that. I will tell you. Okay. We can do the Eclipse, but you have to know, right, how what are the things are involved. If you
Okay.
if you do in the if you do in the Eclipse, you will not know what background is going on.
Okay, sir.
This is the bytecode dot class file. Dot class file. The dot class file name is my first program dot class. Okay. So this is the final output. My first program. Guys, did you clear?
Yes, sir.
You can use the cls command to remove this. Just I want to type Java version. Now, shall I go to the next topic?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next one is okay. Till now we have okay. The next one is the next topic we have to go is the variables and data types. Variables and data types. So, what is variables? What are data types that we have to know? After that, I will tell you the Java program structure. Okay. Okay. Let me tell first Java program structure. Then we can go with the variables data types. The next topic is Java program structure. Java program structure. So, what is this Java program structure? Now you have seen here the Java program. How this Java program? There is a class name, and you have some this method, this main method, and you have some system.out.println first program. Suppose normally what happens? We have some few things that is called package statement, package statement. Second one is import statements. There will be a number of import statements. Third one is class declaration. Fourth one is variables. Fifth one is methods. These are some important things. These are some important things for Java program structure. So, what is this package? What is this import statements that you will learn later? Whenever we use starting JD IDE Eclipse, then you will know this package. First, we will create the package. After creating the package only, we are going to install. We are going to write a program. There are import statements. Now, actually, whatever the program we have written, do we have any import statement? We don't have any import statement. But in some time, because in default for some few basic programs, for import statement is not required. But for some of the few Java programs, mostly not these are basic programs. If you go with advanced programs, you there you will see some import statements. There you will see some import statement. I will show you that also. What are those import statements? But we are in the basic starting phase, so that at that now we have to know what is this class, variables, and methods. Class declaration, variables, and methods. Those are some important points. And this class is one of the most important part in Java program. This whatever this class is there, this class is very most important part in Java program. Under this class, under this class only, everything we will write under the class only. Everything, whatever the code you will return, that code will return under the class only. Even the variables, even in the methods, you will create the data types, whatever you write, that you will write under the class. Class is like a protective layer. Think it is like a protective layer. So whatever the program you will return, that everything you will return. See here, see the class, you have opened this bracket and you have closed it. Under the class itself, you have written the whole code. In the same way, whatever the code you will return, you will write that code in the class itself. Simple, I will write one point, important part in Java program. That much important. Inside class, we will write all variables and methods. Variables and methods. This point, what is this variables? You will understand in few minutes. Don't worry. Variables and methods. Okay. Now, what are variables? What are variables? Variables are, in simple we can see, variables are to use to store the data. Used to store the data. Used to store the data. Variables are used. Next one, methods. Methods is like a behavior, means action, to perform action. See, these methods is to perform actions, that we will tell you what type of actions, what things, every business logics we have. And one more thing, one class can one class can have number of methods. One class can have number of methods. Okay, now under the class variables and methods you can write. Okay, now you can see this one. This is the class. This is a method. So you are saying this is a method. Yes, this is a main method. See, this is the method name. What is the method name? Main. This is the method name, main method. I will tell you, don't worry, for just for information. This is the class name. Under the class, everything is bounded. Under this class, you have one method. That method is called main method. Main method is very important. Without main method, Java program will not get executed. Okay. Now this is the content. Whatever the we want the content we output, we are printing those things here. For that one, we are printing system.out.println. Okay. Now let us start variables. Now let us see what are these variables, what are these data types, everything we will see now. First we will check the what are variables. See, everything is connected. Okay, everything is connected. First one is variables. What are variables? Variables means, I already told you, variables means used to store the data. Used to store the data. What data? That I will tell you. Used to store the data. Okay. First one, same point I'm writing here, used to store the data. Second point. What is the second point? To store the data. Okay, we are telling to store the data, but we need to specify type of the variable, which type it is. I will tell you one thing. Normally, in the kitchen, we have number of boxes, right? Small boxes. In one box we will keep sugar. We will box will in one box we'll keep one sugar, salt, something we'll create, we'll keep, right? In the kitchen, all ingredients in one box will create salt, pepper, or any mirchi powder, any sugar. We will keep different ingredients in the different boxes. How we will know? One thing we will know by the transparent box. If the box is transparent, what you will do? As per the as per looking the material, you can know this is salt, this is pepper, this is mirchi. Okay. If you don't have the transparent box, let us think, if you don't have those transparent boxes, you have the boxes, whatever you have, those are not transparent. For that type of things, what you will do? Every day you cannot every box you cannot open and see what it is there. So what you will do? You will make a label. You will make small label. Okay, this is salt. Okay, this is salt, and otherwise you will tell this is mirchi, this is sugar. In this way you will label it. Now what happens? Because you have different types of materials here. In the same way, for variables we are telling to store the data. Here we are storing data, here we are storing the ingredients. The common thing is we are storing it. But while storing it, you have to understand only one point here. The thing was, only one thing here, used to store the data. Means there you are storing the ingredients. Now we have to specify. We need to specify type of the variable. Sir, what is this type of the variables means? Because here we are storing the data. Data might be numbers, data might be letters, data might be words, data might be paragraphs. There are different types. We have to store that. How we'll store that I will tell you. We have not discussed about the syntax. We need to specify the type of the variable to store the data. To store the data. Okay, that is fine. The next one. Next one, I told you to specify type. So here, everything is connected. To specify type of data, we will use the concept data types. We will use the concept data types. So what are data types? The next topic is data types. So this is about the variables. So what is syntax? Syntax for this one is data types and variable name. Variable name. After that, you have to give semicolon. This is the syntax. What are the data types? I will tell variable name is any name. I will tell you, wait. This is the syntax. Guys, till here you are clear?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. The syntax. Next one is data types. It's data types. Data types are used to specify types of data. Data types are used. Data types are used to specify type of data. Means which type the data you are storing, some data, which type it is. In kitchen we are storing whether it is solid material, whether it is liquid material. We are storing different oil. Okay, honey, everything different, like some sugar is solid material. We have some different type of materials there. We are storing with the different containers. Okay. Now, data types are used to specify type of data. So, okay, sir, you said some type of data. What type of data? Again, this data types are divided into two types. Data types are divided into two types. One is primitive. One is primitive data type. One is primitive data types, and second one is reference type or non-primitive data types. Referenced types. Referenced types. Okay, sir, you are saying there are two types. Data types are divided into two types. One is primitive data types and second one is reference data. What is primitive data type and one is non-primitive data types? That under primitive data types, under primitive data types, we have few things. Normally, we have numbers, decimal numbers, characters, booleans, alphabets, strings. These are types of data. So these many different types of data we have. So that is the thing. These all things got categorized. Okay. The first one is the first one is number type. The first one is number type. Under the number type, under the number type, what we will have is under the number type, what we will have is first one is right byte. We will call it byte is a data type, short is a data type, int is a data type, and long is a data type. Byte, int, short, long, these all are four data. First one is byte, after that short, after that int, big one is long. These are the data types. These are number data types. So the next one is the next one is decimal data type. Decimal type. Decimal data type. Okay. Now this is decimal data. Sir, what is this decimal data type? Under this decimal, we have some more data types that are called float and double. Those are float and double. Float or double. So now you can see you have number type, decimal type, and again we have two more things. Those are called two more things. Those are called character type and Boolean type. Okay. Okay. The next one is character type. Decimal type. The next one is character type. Character type. The next one is Boolean type. Boolean means true or false. Is the character type. Under this character type, we have only what we will call as char. We will call it as char. Let me write that char. Okay. Again, the next one. The last one is we had told the character one. Okay, that is fine. Okay. The last one is Boolean type. The last one is Boolean type. Boolean means numbers. Character means single alphabet. Float means float and double means decimal numbers. Under this, we have Boolean. We will call it as Boolean. Boolean. Guys, now we understood how many primitive data types we have. Number type, decimal type, character type, Boolean type. See, whenever you have any numbers, then you have to give the data type as byte, short, int, long. Decimal type, float or double. Character, char. And Boolean type is Boolean. Sir, when we have to give byte, when you have to give to short, when you have to give int, when you have to give long, I will tell you. Under this, whenever we have referenced data types, we have referenced data types. These referenced data types, one is array, one is string, and one is class. These are called reference data types. One is called array, one is called string, and one is called class. These are the reference data. This one we will talk later. Before that, we will talk the primitive data types. Sir, here we are giving a small information. Now you have seen here, this is data type, variable name. These are the data types: byte variable name, short variable name, int variable name, long variable name. In the same way, float variable name, double variable name, character variable name, and Boolean variable names. Now we got the data types. What are the data types? Now, after that, when we have to use integer, when you have to use, when you have to use byte, when you have to use short, when you have to use int, when you have to use long. I will give small information here. Okay, I'm not going in depth, just giving the information. When you have to use byte is, byte you have to use when you, for suppose, let us think your number is between 128. Suppose you are storing some data that is between 128 to 127, then you can use byte. Then you have to use byte. And one more thing, no one, suppose if you give, I will tell you that one later. Now let us go for byte. Okay. Now for short purpose, how many? For short, it will take, the range is minus 3 to 768 to 3 to 767. This is the range. If the number is in between these numbers, then you have to use short. So when you have to use int you have to use when the number range is between, it is like two more than 21 lakh something else. 214 something. Forgot 214. Let me check it. 214748364. No one will ask in the interview these type of questions. Don't worry. 214748364. Okay, this is the range. If it is in this range, you have to use the int. The next one is long. When you have to long also is like a big number. Okay, I don't remember that much big number. Let me check it. Let me check in the Google here. Long data type range value. Int this one. Say this one. This is the one. . Okay. Next one. Here, one byte means 8 bits. Let just remember this. One byte means 8 bits. Here, short means 2 bytes. 2 bytes. Here, int means 4 bytes. Long means 8 bytes. These are the things. These are some range. Guys, did you understand these things?
Yes, sir.
And one more thing. Whenever anyone write where we use 4, don't go with the only byte. Some people will think, okay, we whenever this value is in between, then only we have to use these things. Don't think like it. I will tell you. Now see, now you got an idea. What is this when you have to use? That's the question. Just okay. Now we have byte, short, int, long. Okay, done. Now again one more thing, we have float and decimal. Even for float also, let me study that one also. Let me take that one. Float and double. Float and double. Guys, for float, how many bits? For float, it is 4 bytes. 4 bytes. 4 bytes means 32 bits. Four bytes. Two. Next, 8 bytes. 8 bytes means 64 bits. Don't confuse, no one will ask. This is just for knowledge purpose. Always this float, see, any value, the default value, normally we will write numbers means what we will write 128, 127, 1, 2, 3, 4 we will write. But coming to the float value, you have to mention the initial default value is, see, it is float means what? It is decimal number means you have to give, you should not give 0, you have to give 0.0 and it will not accept, you have to give f. If you want to specify any other value, for example any other value, you have to give 2.3f or 33.5f. You have to mention in this way. You have to mention in this way. And in the same way for the double, we have 8 bytes. Default value means, default value, anyone asks, default value is 0.0d. For this one you have to mention any example 2.3d, 2.3d. In the same way 33.5d. In this way you have to mention, if you are using double, you are going with a d. If you are using float, you have to mention f at the end. Next, character. Character means it is used for only single character, like alphabetical letters. Suppose coming to the character, what is character will do? Under the character we will use the only single, but it should be under the quotes. See, any alphabetical number, it should be in the quotes. Okay, not only alphabetical numbers, if you use any number here under it, it will also take it as a character only. Whenever you used any single quotes, okay, then you have to then it will take it as a character. Character means single number. Okay. Now some people will tell AB is a character. No, it is not a character. It is not a character. Character means only one letter. Character means only one letter. Simple, I will write to store single character. To store single character. That is the important one. Here you have to know. Not only see here, if any special characters like any alpha, we have right some keys. Special character also means alphabeticals, numbers, or any special characters we can use. We can store using character. This is how many bytes? This is 2 bytes. This is 2 bytes. And this range is for this one there is a range. From 0 to 65,000. 0 to 65,535. Okay, this is about the character. And last one we have one more thing we have, that is Boolean type. What is Boolean? The next one is Boolean. Boolean. Let me write here. Boolean means only we will talk about true or false. Boolean means we will talk about any true or false. Boolean means we will discuss only true or false. True or, if you want to talk about any whether it is true or whether it is false, then we will discuss about the Boolean. This Boolean will take how many bits? This will take 1 byte. In simple, I can mention this point. Rather than saying true or false here, used to store true or false only. Falses only. So these are about the data types. Byte short, these are the number data types, these are the character data types, these are decimal numbers data types, this is Boolean. Whenever you have any numbers, you have to use these data types. Whenever you are using any character, you have to use these data types. Whenever it's float double, you have to use this character type. Whenever you have Boolean, you have to use this data type. Sir, whenever, what about, so if your one letter is fine, what about if you want to write a one word more than one letter, you have to use that is string data type, that we will discuss. String array we will discuss later. String is a big concept. Okay, string we will discuss later. As of now, just mention string is like more than one letter we will use string. And class, anyway, class is one blueprint that we will know it. Now this is about thing. Now we have discussed one thing, variables. Under the variables, what we have mentioned, under the variables we have mentioned data type, data type, variable name. Data type, variable name. Okay, data type, variable name. Sir, this is the syntax. Syntax of, what is this one? This is the syntax. Syntax of variable. So variable name. Sir, what is the syntax? The syntax, whatever we have mentioned, the syntax is of variable name. Data type, variable name. Data type, variable name. Okay. Now This is the syntax. What is the syntax? Data type variable name is the syntax. Now let us do the exercise. Now first let us take short. Data type means what we will get? Int short or int short byte long. Now let me write one thing here. Int is a data type. Int is a data type. Int is a data type. Now what about the variable name? See, variable name means you can take anything. You can take alphabets. Okay, you can take alphabets. You can take any word, any name, anything you can take. You can mention only semicolon. This is the way we have to create a variable. Suppose in our project, you are talking about our age. You have to mention int age. Why we have mentioned int age? Age is a number. Sir, can we use byte? Yes, you can use byte. If you other than this, you can use byte also, because age will not cross anyway 127. You can use byte, no issues. Sir, whether I need to use byte or whether you need to use int, you can use both. Whatever you want, you can use, whether you want int. So most of the scenarios, people will not use byte and short. Rather than that, they will use int. Most of the thing, people will use only int, because you can see int is how many numbers? 3, 4, 5, almost more than a 20 crores. So means everyone will prefer to use int. Int is the one everyone will prefer. They will use mostly int. Sir, whether I can write in this way, int a, yes, you can write it. Sir, whether I can write int b, yes, you can write it. Sir, whether I can do anything, int c, yeah, int a to z, you can write anything. You can write anything. So this is about the syntax of variable names, how to denote. In the same way we can use, you can use double double years. If you want to show in the decimal numbers the years, you can show that. Okay, and the next one, if you want float years, you can show that. Float years you can mention. Sometimes what they will do, some people will have the sections. Suppose some guy have sections. Let us think, guy, sections. Let us see character section, character variable, character section. Next one, in the same way, the next one is boolean. Boolean is, some people, let me write like is right. Something, any name you can give it. That, okay, this one. Okay, so in this way we can use that. This way we can mention the data type and variable names. Guys, till here you people understood today's class? Or any
Yes, sir.
doubts? Everyone is clear for today's topic?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So tomorrow's, just go today's video I will share. Okay, and after, just go through the video once again. Tomorrow we will write some programs related to this variable names. Related to variable names, we will create one program. Okay, and program we have to discuss some rules, identifiers. After that we will learn some Java keywords, then we will go with the methods. Okay, any doubts still here? Otherwise we can wrap up the call.
Good also.
Okay. Thank you guys. Have a good day. Bye.